Game 5 in the Western Conference semifinals. The Clippers have a lofty series lead with 3 wins. Will overconfidence be their undoing, or will their passion and determination help them prevail against the San Antonio Spurs? Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
Welcome to the Western Conference semifinals and a possible close. And the starting group for the Spurs. Bird is out there with Finley. Then it's Jones. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Robertson in at the point. And for the Clippers, we've got Anthony. Clutch out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Harper. And it's Houston at the 2 guard. Here we go. And it's San Antonio to start out. Pass to Finley. Wembanyama up top. Wembanyama sets a screen for Bird. Clock is at 3, and it's good from the elbow.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rack.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Here's Jones. The 19-footer is on the money.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can't. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back over to you, Kevin.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Now here's Anthony. Here's Mack. The kick out to Harper. But Trey hits the three-point bomb.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Houston, the pass to Gasol. Outside Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Oh, great job by Anthony keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
Robertson outside. Kicks it out to Jones. Again, the miss by Jones.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Back to Mack. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's Gasol missing.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that.
Jones from outside. Again, the miss by Jones.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of his rebounding. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's the teardrop. They retain possession. Mack with the ball. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Miller's checked in for Los Angeles. Cunningham comes in for Harper. The Spurs also changing it up. Stephon Castle's checked in for Finley. And it's Frazier in for Jones. Shot to stop the run, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here's Cunningham. Anthony gets to Gasol. Miller outside. Cunningham for 3. Rebound San Antonio. Driving to the basket. The score now all even.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Robertson against Cunningham. Pass to Castle. Cunningham against Robertson. Outside for Wembanyama. That's good. And Robertson with the assist.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Here's Frazier. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Castle. Robertson with it. And it's Miller picking him up. Nice shot by Robertson.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And the Clippers miss again.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's San Antonio as they go on a 10-0 run to end the period. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
On the court for San Antonio, Maxwell is out there with Sabonis. Then there's Finley. Then it's Stephon Castle. And it's Frazier in at the 1 spot. Now here's Mutombo. Sabonis grabs the board. Back to Frazier. Pass to Maxwell. Lets the 3 fly. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just 1 loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Los Angeles making a switch here. Harper's checked in. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Spurs. Jones comes in for Stephon Castle. Frazier against Harper. A nice shot by Frazier.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
To the left side wing. Outside Harper. Pass to Flag. Fires from deep. Houston can't get it to go.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
With the step up, Frazier, and he lays it straight in. Frazier's got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Count that bucket.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Here's Sohan. Tipped away. And stolen by Flag. Here's Cunningham. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Pass to Sohan. It's deflected and stolen by Flag. And Flag throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Max checked in for the Clippers. Anthony comes in for Cade Cunningham. The Spurs also changing it up. Bird comes in for Sabonis. And it's Robertson in for Sohan.
And this is Mutombo's calling card, using that wide wingspan to just erase shots left and right.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Michael Finley. Frazier scanning the floor. Pass to Robertson. Mutombo grabs the board. And here's Matt now. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They are really pleased with the victory on Monday.
And you've got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
Here's Robertson. Anthony with the block.
He works so hard on the defensive end. Anthony proving to be a difference maker.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. It's stolen by Mutombo. To the middle. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And this is how lethal Anthony is in close, capable of throwing it down all over the defense.
Spurs trail by 3. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Jay Cunningham's checked in for the Clippers. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Well, you look at Matt, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. Clippers with the ball. After the missed 3 from Walt Frazier.
And the talents of Anthony on full display, mercilessly baiting the defender.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. And Benyama, he's jacked in for Sabonis. And it's Finley in for Frazier. And they'll keep possession. 4 on the shot clock. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
He might be getting in his head a little bit, trying to get something going, but he's still scoreless in the quarter.
And Anthony gets it to go.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
At well over 7 feet tall, inside is easy money for Victor.
Out to Anthony. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Robertson. Here's Finley. No good from outside. And here is Matt. The 3 from Anthony. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And how about that triple? Put a cap on their run here going into the break. Finish that half on a big-time roll.
And so it's Los Angeles, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get in space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times the defense couldn't get back. That created all sorts of mismatches.
An interesting post. And that's a halftime wrap.
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinals. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Pau Gasol is out there with clutch. Then there's Harper. Then it's Anthony. And it's Houston at shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Harper. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Outside, Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
Showtime. Eddie Jones has incredible hops.
Mack with the ball. Bird's there. Anthony, the pass to Houston. Takes a 3. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D is just
side, Jones. Pass to Bird. Back to Jones. Harper against Robertson. The shot's good. Robertson's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Out to Anthony. From the arc. Good. And the nice assist from Mack. Mack's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D. Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch-and-shoot game.
Now here's Mack. 7 points in the game. Outside Anthony. Down low. Lets it go with the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Robertson dishes to Jones. Up top, Bird. He's covered by Mack. And Wembanyama, no good.
When you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Mack, the pass to Houston. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Mack with the ball. Bird's there. Good defense by Wembanyama. Pass to Robertson. And here's Jones. Inside. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Clippers leading by 12. And Mack kicks to Hart. Over to the left wing. And Bird comes to help. Here's Houston. Now here's Gasol. Defended by Wembanyama. Buries it from 3-point range. Anthony's got 18 points.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Kate Cunningham's checked in for Harper. And San Antonio also making a switch. Frazier's checked in. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Mack finds Gasol. And Bird comes to help. Anthony on the wing. Offensive rebound. That one good for 2. Mack's got 5 points now in the quarter.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
Now here's Robertson. And it's in there. Robertson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
The kick out to Cunningham. Here's Houston. Off target from 3-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
There's 48 seconds left in the 3rd. A nice shot by Frazier.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now here's Mack. He's got 9. Driving in.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Spurs trail by 13. Now Castle. Hasn't made one yet. The shot by Lowry, no good. Anthony on the wing. Back to Mack. Takes the 3. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
With 1 on the clock, and it's Castle weighing it in. Castle's got his first 2 points. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Frazier. Jones is out there with Bird. Then it's Bibby, and it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Mack with the ball. Bird's there. Mack, no luck. Spurs trail by 12. Now, here's Bibby. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but rarely does.
He did that time, and let's not discourage him because I'd like to see more of that from him in the future.
Here's Bibby after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their rush. Pass to Frazier. To the paint. Sabonis and slam dunk by Sabonis.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing out.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Frazier, and the Spurs scoring again.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Both teams will make substitutions. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He actually challenged his players. He said, quote, "We are in this one. We can see the finish line. How will we react?" I'm curious to see who steps up and takes it to the next level. Big challenge from Coach.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And here's Jones following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. It's deflected.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been
Look at that play right there!
That's how it's done.
Woo!
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Jones. Then Banyama. He answers with a dunk of his own.
The problem with Wemby is how do you guard someone that doesn't have to jump to dunk?
Now here's Matt, defended by Bird. Outside Anthony, takes the 3. The 3 goes down.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Now here's Jones. Here's Bird. Bird finishing in close. Clippers leading by 15. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Jones.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Los Angeles.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And I clearly think they showed to be the better team over the course of the series.
Hey, anytime you can win in 5, I mean, tonight, of course, they are way out in front. You take a lot of that mojo into the next round. We'll see if they can keep this same sort of competitive attitude as the stakes get higher. The competition also gets tougher.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Clutch.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
Here's Wembanyama after the Clippers pick up 2. Larry Bird. Jumper is off. So Mack will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Now Anthony jacks up a three. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. And they're pushing it up. And a nice assist for the lay-in on the transition point. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Harper. What a finesse finish on the lay-in. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And so the LA Clippers win the series and will move on and eliminate any chance of a comeback with a big-time win here in Game 5. And, Greg, it's on to the conference finals for them.
And if there was anybody doubting this team heading into round 2, this series should have erased any of those doubts. A convincing win for a team whose championship hopes are looking bigger and brighter.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie Laporte, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Clutch.